'Tis the season, the most wonderful time of the year. Celebration with friends and family. It's time to pay tribute to this jolly month. So join us as we get into the Christmas spirit. You've heard of Elf on the Shelf, but this is Venom on the Shelf.
Now, most people don't even realise that there is a fourth Home Alone film, and those who do know of its horror.
Released on November 3rd, 2002, Home Alone 4 was a TV movie that was originally the pilot for a new series, which never took off because of the film's failure.
Wait, they wanted a Home Alone TV series.
Yep.
And how would that even work? They just abandon him every week?
It's Home Alone every week. These parents have done it again.
Just you come here, kids. See how neglectful these parents are this week.
See the parents that make Jerry McCann look good.
Where's he gone now? Lost in Norway.
Home Alone, the invasion of social services.
Yes, I know.
This movie flopped so hard, we actually tried to do research for the background of it, and there is none.
A film so bad, people who thought the third one sucked looked at this and figured maybe it's not so bad after all.
This is a film so bad, the director Rod Daniel would never make another film ever again.
Are you sure it's safe?
When he made this, he basically looked at the first two Home Alone films and thought,
time for me to make money off your hard work.
So we open with... Wait, what? Who? When?
What? What the fuck just happened? Just give us a chance!
This movie's opening titles are like the movie equivalent of premature ejaculation. Not that I know anything about that.
Thank you.
So, I guess screw the charming opening titles of the previous films. Let's rush in with these 8 seconds of crap.
Uh-huh. Mommy, buzz, turn off the music. No problem.
wait, that's Buzz. No. Look! That's Buzz! That's Buzz? Are you kidding me? That's not fucking Buzz! This is fucking Buzz! I mean, I know the kid's probably in fucking 25 by now, but, like, logically, you cast the bully sibling, you cast someone who looks like fucking Gus from Recess? That's the equivalent of intimidation!
What a troubled young man.
Look, even the movie puts Kevin's name in quote marks. Even they know this is bullshit.
Speaking of Kevin...
Kevin!
Merry Christmas, Mommy.
How can that be Kevin? It's a toddler. It's about 4 years old. It's about 4 years old, not he, it. Because this isn't it. This little kid isn't it. He doesn't deserve to be in movies. He doesn't deserve to be playing one of the greatest childhood characters of all time that Macaulay Culkin made famous. You don't just pluck a kid out of daycare because his parents are there and go, right, you're playing Home Alone 4 today, kid. You're going to play a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old or however old he is.
So Kevin's paid a visit by his mother who needs to have a stern talk with him.
It's gonna be just the same. Except this year. No, Dad.
Right. That's the one thing that's different.
Okay, how long until these two get back together?
The problem here is, not only does Kevin look about 2, but she talks to him like he's 4.
How old is he anyway?
I'm 9 years old.
Can I ask you a question? This movie takes place in a universe, correct?
Apparently so.
Where time passes
I guess.
and people age,
Allegedly.
not backwards. They
It's yet to be
usually
seen.
age forwards. So how has Kevin aged backwards?
I'm 10 years old. TV's my life.
Kevin has aged backwards because they didn't watch Home Alone 1 and 2. They watched Home Alone 3 and went, let's make 4.
Where's his siblings? In the first film, his aunts and uncles and parents couldn't stop shagging, couldn't stop queefing out the kids. Woo, pew, pew, kids flying out everywhere. And now it's like Buzz and Megan. Fuck fuck the rest. Fuck the kid that wets the bed. Fuck the other ones who weren't memorable enough for me to remember that shit. But fuck it. They're all gone. Jaws came in their house and went, oh, no. They're all gone.
Yeah, where's Fuller? I love that little fucker.
Who the fuck was that? Was that the bedwetter?
The bedwetter, yeah.
Fuck
Always
this
drinking Pepsi. Little twat, but I want him back.
We all do. Hey! You always fall for that. Let me up, zit-face.
Zit-face? He's fucking younger than... He's not even a teenager. How'd you get zits? He's barely old enough to fucking buy an ice cream cone.
I think you're right.
So the dad shows up to surprise them.
Okay, gosh, the place looks great. Really nice decoration.
Same as every year.
So, Dad, why'd you come tonight?
Give you acting lessons. So he reveals that he is now getting married again after just 8 months of separation.
Well, at least then that means he remarried for Home Alone 2, since that takes place after this.
Yeah, this is Home Alone 1.5 apparently, even though it's called Home Alone 4.
Yeah, apparently this is Home Alone 1.5, considering the second one's never acknowledged and Kevin's 9 and yet he was 10 in Home Alone 2, even though there's this line.
It's the lousy kid again. Everywhere I break into, it's like he's stalking me or something.
Which doesn't make any sense, because why would he think that Kevin's stalking him if he only broke into his house once and therefore never even met him once in New York? None of this makes any sense!
You want to tell me about it?
He asked to have the kids for Christmas, but honestly, this scene just sounds like the director trying to convince them all to be in Home Alone 5.
How am I supposed to see my friends?
It's only for a few days.
Well, duh, but that's just long enough for me to fall out of the loop.
Kevin's mum heads out and leaves them in the care of good old Buzz, who picks on him in the most unrealistic, unbelievable, cartoonish ways possible. No kid acts this way, not even the original Buzz. And he was a twat too.
Oh, and we know everybody has made fun of these transitions. But you know, we're above that. We're far more creative. We will not stoop low enough to be that lazy. So we are not going to do it.
Oops. My fault.
I'm acting.
Honey, I know he picks on you.
Picks on me, humiliates me, tortures me. I'm sick of being everyone's favorite joke around here.
You know, he's actually got a point. I mean, this is the kid who survived New York City alone. This is the kid who survived being on his own for a week with no one, and you still don't trust him.
He survived being in Pagemaster, that sucked.
You got no respect for this kid, and you're just doing the same. You're just repeating the same mistakes. Just like the filmmakers.
Why are you yelling at me?
I'm not yet.
So basically, Kevin feels depressed and decides to run away to his dad's. Look at all that snow-free, not American ground.
This was because this American movie starring American actors playing American characters was filmed in South Africa.
Why?
I mean, we tried looking it up, but there's no answers as to why this film was filmed in a foreign country. Surely that would cost more money.
That's not fair.
So we cut to Marv, now played by French Stewart.
This was because when they asked Daniel Stern to come back, he called the film, and I quote, an insult, total garbage.
But ironically, when they said, Daniel, do you think we should ask Joe Pesci instead? This is what he replied with.
That's a good idea.
In all seriousness, Pesci wasn't even asked, so I have to wonder why they had such a huge grudge that they just refused to even humour him.
I'm just wondering why the hell Marv is dressed like Harry. They couldn't even distinguish between Harry and Marv.
This is Vera, played by Missy Pyle, his wife. This is literally Home Alone 1.5, right? So not only does Kevin's parents separate for 8 months, he almost marries some rich bitch and then gets back with the Beetlejuice chick. No, all of that, you know, and then they never acknowledge it. But now we're supposed to believe Marv broke out of jail, married some whore, then they broke up at some point, got a divorce, and then he met back up with Harry. Harry's briefly mentioned by being the guy who always gets him in prison, and then they break up just to reunite again with no acknowledgement, no recognition. Is that the bullshit we're supposed to buy?
Yep.
Okay.
So their plan is to kidnap a prince who is coming to stay, because royal families always stay randomly at rich people's houses, I guess.
Anyway, Kevin runs away from home, gets in a taxi with just his piggy bank, and goes to his dad's alone at night, and the driver doesn't do anything!
Oh no.
Just your fucking little toddler kid who's not even old enough to buy a fucking lottery ticket. Fuck that, can't even buy a Milky Way. Fucking, every walks into a shop, can I have a Milky Way, please? No, sorry, he needs supervision. And he's like, fucking, you're getting this taxi at night. I know your bedtime was like 15 hours ago, mate, but come on in. I'm a creepy taxi driver anyway. I'm gonna go groom you and fuck you in the back seat. But fuck it, I'll take you to the rich house so, you know, your dad can queef out more. What the fuck is up with the script? I need to know.
And why does he take his piggy bank for the payment? Everything's wrong. Contact the parents. You're driving a 4-year-old to an undisclosed mansion. Something could be up.
Thank you very much. Keep change.
It's all change.
Ha. Ha 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 ha.
So we meet the butler, played by Eric Avari, who I guess ran out of money after starring in The Mummy.
But despite not looking intimidating whatsoever, he answers the door with the most sinister music and direction ever. There's a character like Prescott in all of the Home Alone films. I mean, it's so obvious. Home Alone 1, Old Man Marley. They think he's a serial killer. He acts like a serial killer, so you can't blame him. But in the end, he has a heart of gold. Home Alone 2, the bird lady, bit of a slag, lives on the street, covered in shit. Bird shit specifically, but it could be other people's shit, who knows. But she ends up with a heart of gold too. Home Alone 3, Mrs. Hess, grumpy old slag. She's going around acting like the female equivalent of the Grinch. And in the end, she ends up opening up to Alex. I mean, she had to, because Alex untied her from freezing to death. So if she didn't like him, I don't know what they do. But then Home Alone 4, you have Prescott. He's exactly the same. He comes on, insults Kevin, looks at him in funny ways, does weird things, mysterious music plays. I mean, it's just cliched rubbish that you pulled from the other films and you didn't pull the right things, so they'd rather you age the characters, give us better booby traps, give us better characters, but instead you take the bad parts of the other films, you take the cliches. I mean, I wonder if Prescott is going to turn out to be good in the end. I mean, I wonder.
I disagree. I don't know where this is going.
Cut! I'm going to kill him!
The thing is, Kevin's entire character has changed for this movie. He's nothing like he was in the Home Alone 1 or 1.2, Home Alone 2.5, whatever the fucking timeline is.
Home Alone Genesis. That's the next one.
I don't know.
He went from a likeable, little charming kid to a materialistic douchebag twat who you want to punch.
This is Kevin McAllister, and he's going to be staying with us for a few days. Would you make up the special guest room?
The special guest room. Right away, ma'am.
I shall get the vibrators ready.
And we also see that Natalie is so rich, her house is controlled by a remote control.
This is a smart house, Kevin. It does whatever you tell it to. Fire out.
What is this? We all these buttons that give you a fucking blowjob as well as come on the television. Press blowjob.
Curtains open.
Wow, I think I'm gonna like it here.
Sure, why not rip off the piece of shit Annie film as well?
I like Annie.
It's fucking terrible. It's just Oliver Twist with an annoying bitch.
Yeah, but she's got those little dimples. It's so cute.
I want to decapitate her with a chainsaw.
Got the little,
fucking set her on fire.
The little red curly hair.
It's a shit live film for us.
That sounds a bit far-fetched to me.
And apparently Natalie set up an entire bedroom of games even before knowing if Kevin was even gonna show up. Hey, honey, Kevin can't come this weekend.
Oh, but I've set up the room now, filled with kids' stuff, and all the video games and all that. Specifically for Kevin. They haven't been invented yet, but they're specifically for Kevin. I went to the future. I've gone all out for this kid.
Let's use it to fuck instead.
You animal. Meanwhile, Kevin's mum discovers he's gone. Again. How many times can this bitch lose her kid?
In fact, how much of a dick is Kevin? I mean, the second film, which should take place before this, but he reunites with her and realises how much he loves her and he needs her. And then he takes off again. But even if you want to say no, it's 1.5 or 1.75 or whatever, the first film established they needed her as well. This makes no sense. Why did they make this?
May I do the thinking, please?
Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning. Who's there?
Over here, dear.
Hey. Hi.
Breakfast time. Anything special you'd like?
Yeah, I've been watching you since 5 a.m.
I have the anal beads ready.
Anything?
Anything.
So, why do they think this is okay?
I'm glad you like it.
You know, most of the film is shot in POV format, and it's just so weird. The direction is awful. It also has music everywhere, even in talking scenes where nothing of relevance is even happening. There's an annoying score playing at all times, and it's so unnecessary.
So after inviting Kevin to Christmas, they piss off and leave him alone. 3 movies in, and they've still not learned.
Kevin is left alone with Prescott the butler, who still has ominous scary music for some reason, before I think they break the fourth wall.
Do you think we'll have a white Christmas?
It's highly unlikely, given the recent unseasonable temperatures.
Was that a fourth wall joke?
No, it's just shit. What? The thing is, Kevin wanders into the control room, and Prescott turns into Charles Manson randomly, violently threatening him to stay out.
But then we lighten the tone with,
Wow, I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't.
so shit, this movie's shit. Not only is the song sequence painfully bad, but every time Kevin even tries to dance, he is trying so hard to be funny, and it's not. It's not.
This is the problem. Kevin is the little shit who you want to get beaten up. He's so smug towards Prescott, towards everyone. You want Prescott to suddenly put on a boxing glove and knock him out. Don't beat up kids.
Unless they're in Home Alone 4.
Believe me, I know.
So Kevin discovers Marv, and what are the odds of the very house he's breaking into being the one of Kevin McAllister's stepmom?
And how does Kevin even recognise him anyway? He's dressed as Harry.
Anyway, he heads out into the hallway and they somehow don't see him.
But who cares? They walk into the bathroom and... Where did she get that shower? Where? You're a millionaire. I understand that. So you're going to go, right, I want the best shower there is.
IKEA.
So what I'll do is I'll get a shower that will kill you if you press the button, because it's the most powerful water.
It doesn't even change any settings.
It just presses a button.
It's a fucking tsunami tidal wave.
Beep. Press the button. Where did he get that shower?
And despite stopping the criminals at the expense of wrecking the entire fucking house, his bedroom and himself are completely dry.
How does Prescott not hear this? It's a fucking tsunami, and they all fall down the stairs. Later on, he said he turned the monitors off to relax, and he was taking a shit. But how could anyone miss this? That must have been some shit.
This movie is some shit. And Marv gets away and... apparently his goal this entire time was just to break in and see the layout of the house.
But based on the twist later, he already knows the layout. And he checks one room and says, yeah, that's fine.
And why would Kevin even be blamed here? He's the child being babysat by an adult and Prescott gets no blame. He's the fucking adult supervising him.
Oh, right. So you wouldn't get mad if I wrecked the place, which I didn't, as long as I admit that I did, which I didn't?
Yes, you did. You pressed the fucking button. No one said, oh, hello, Kevin, come and push this button, see what it does. They didn't push it, but you fucking wanted a shower with a tsunami, tornado, fucking blastoid shower that fucking flooded New Orleans.
Most people do.
But despite all of that, Kevin has learned nothing and immediately goes back into the control room. He's still a little tosser.
I mean, he's trying to find security footage, so I guess this time it works, but...
Security cameras must have got the whole thing on tape. What? Prescott must have turned off the cameras.
Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
So Marv claims to have an inside man before we cut to more annoying POV shots. I fucking hate the POV shots.
I hate everything.
What are you doing here?
And what's with the scream and like the awkward editing? It's like we missed a line or something.
Didn't I warn you what would happen if I ever caught you in here again?
Not specifically.
Trust me, it won't be pleasant.
How could this be so cringy unintentionally?
Come along, Kevin. He'll be my responsibility from now on.
I'm just going to throw it out there. They're grooming this boy to be their sex slave.
All right. So Molly takes Kevin and... Wait, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
not.
It looks like some toilet paper machine.
It looks like an expression of life encompassed in white sculpture.
It looks like some skid mark of the marshmallow guy from Ghostbusters.
It captures, when you look at the human soul, the beauty of it, but also the menace of it.
Oh no! What are we gonna do?
So Kevin tells his story, which Molly finds ludicrous until...
You do have an overactive imagination. But that's what I love about children.
So Natalie seems somewhat likable by forgiving Kevin and claiming that she knows how difficult it is to deal with your parents being divorced.
No friends, no fun.
Well, if you weren't such a knob, maybe you'd have some friends.
No shit.
Doesn't even have any friends in real life. Couldn't even find his Twitter page, Facebook.
Where's he gone? What's he doing?
He doesn't have a Twitter account, a Facebook account, an account. Like, he's not available. He emigrated. Ever since this movie, the only thing he can get is pictures of men who look weird.
Never mind.
Then we cut to the most cringe-inducing Jingle Bells montage you could ever imagine that looks like it was filmed on a camera phone. But to its credit, Kevin actually does give a really nice speech about midlife crisis. It's touching and actually captures some of the charm of the originals.
Hey! They had a good scene, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, toast to that. I'm so proud of them.
Yes, it is.
So his mum reminisces on the good Home Alone films, his siblings miss him despite covering this in previous movies, and then Natalie's a bitch. For like, no reason. She completely changes and redoes their entire tree despite herself helping them do it in the fucking first place. There is no reason for this change.
Anyway, his mum and siblings then decide to pay them a visit.
So, are you guys gonna stay?
No, I just brought you some of your stuff.
Yeah, next time, don't run away.
And then their parents have a touching moment just to hammer the point even harder.
Cry, he was so upset. It was, oh my God.
So Peter pulls over, and I get out to retrieve the bear.
I still can't believe you did that.
Well, it was the slow lane, and there wasn't much traffic.
Yeah, well, I don't know what he would have done if he'd lost him.
It's just that I want everything to go right.
Too bad you're in Home Alone 4.
Maybe they'll be okay with it.
So Marv and Vera show up disguised as waiters, and Kevin's acting is horrendously bad. He makes the kid from Problem Child look like Orson Welles.
Anyway, the waiters all vanish between shots before Kevin locks Prescott in a freezer. Murder. That's murder.
Peter, what if we announce our engagement tonight?
Tonight?
But they've already told people that they're engaged. It was in one of the first scenes.
But maybe they haven't made it public yet. Maybe, like, he's told his ex.
But why would you fucking tell your ex before making it public?
So we discover that Marv's genius plan is to put the prince in a bag and toss him out the window in a bag.
How's he gonna get down?
In a bag.
Yes.
Apparently this plan is so sophisticated, they need to practice it. Problem is, it's not funny whatsoever. I mean, how hard is it to lower a boy out of a window in a bag?
But don't worry, the bigger slap in the face is Kevin's genius, big, smart-ass one-liner.
Get out and stay out.
Oh yes, very consistent from his epic one-liners in the other films.
You guys give up, or you're thirsty for more? Don't you know a kid always wins against two idiots? Down here, you big horse's ass. Nice night for a neck injury. Get out and stay out.
We've come a long way.
Time flies when you're having fun.
But if you think the film hasn't insulted your intelligence enough already, Kevin literally spells out the entire plot for the audience.
I know what you're trying to do.
Oh yeah, wise guy? What?
Trying to kidnap the prince.
Thanks for that, Kev. For a second, I thought this movie was about fucking Orson Welles going shopping. I fucking forgot there's also a T-Rex in the plot. Was there a T-Rex? Did you see the T-Rex? No, just in case you forgot, let's hammer it home.
Then he blows a raspberry because apparently he's 4 and he's cool.
Where's the royal family?
They were snowed in.
Oh.
What? There's snow? Where's the snow? There is not a single inch of snow anywhere in this film. There's no way there's any snow anywhere.
You know, it's actually snowing a few miles away. Anyway, during a party, Kevin sets up some stupid traps, causing pans holding hot food to land on the villains. And despite everyone overhearing it, no one investigates.
Prescott?
Congratulations, you are still alive.
But at least we get the only funny gag from Marv in the entire film.
You're on fire.
Oh, thanks, baby. You're not so bad yourself.
No, sweetheart, you're really on fire.
Well, I try to work out.
And despite them clearly chasing him through the room full of people, he is still in trouble. Anyway, he tries to convince his parents.
But I heard they're gonna kidnap the prince.
You heard them say that?
Yeah, with my super spy bugging device. And Prescott's involved with the whole thing.
This is absurd.
So you picked it up. You picked it up on your super spy bugging kit.
Yeah.
And you said, I've got it all on my super spy bugging kit. And the dad went, the dad didn't ask to listen to it. You didn't offer to play it to him. You've got the footage. You have it. You have it. You have that shit. You're like Jesus. You've got the truth. You've got it. Just play the shit to your dad.
It's not that big a deal. Just calm down.
Play it to your dad. It's a super spy bugging kit where you record people's audio. You got the audio of the burglars. That's step one. Step two would be play it to your dad. But the dad didn't ask to hear it. And Kevin didn't ask to play it. Or even demand to play it. None of that happened. That seems like a weird thing in a regular universe.
How about you? Having a good Christmas Eve?
You know, I've come to realise that this is the third Christmas in a row, based on these films' timelines, 3 in a row, where they have spent Christmas apart, and they still don't cherish it. They still abandon each other. Like, fuck you, Kevin, we ditched you 1 year by accident. Next year, I'm gonna make sure you're the first on the fucking plane. Home Alone 2, I'm gonna make sure you're the... No, that doesn't happen. They still rush through the fucking airport, and then they fucking tell the people, thankfully, we never forget our luggage. They get on the plane, they still fucking lose him. And then, even if I want to stretch my fucking mind to the fact that maybe they made a mistake twice, they still leave him again.
The McAllisters, they're a tight-knit fam.
Your father and I were a little rough on you before. Are you okay?
Should have used the lube.
So your father's getting divorced. Boo-hoo. Everyone's parents get divorced. That's life. You'll get over it.
Bitch, what the fuck did you say earlier? She's pulled a complete 180. She has the right to be a little annoyed, but not going all Hitler.
You gotta be kidding. Kate and I watch this every year with the kids. It's a family tradition.
Well, now that you're going to have a new family, maybe it's time for some new traditions.
So the new tradition is sex. What?
What's wrong with you?
The thing is, she's even a bitch to her fiancé now. She shits on his tradition. She's completely changed in every way. Someone remove her fucking tampon.
So we get a montage of Kevin setting up some traps. But these are awful. Like, little to no thought or creativity went into these traps whatsoever.
So he goes through the recordings on his super spy bugging kit.
So, he's got the recordings! Play them to your dad, kid!
As Kevin continues talking to himself. See, when he did it in the first two, it was to calm his nerves when he was scared. Here, he just talks to himself randomly.
So I guess you're right. We're not gonna have any snow this Christmas.
One can never go wrong with low expectations.
But if you go 2 miles down the road, it's coated with the shit.
So Kevin locks Prescott in the basement before Molly reveals herself to be the inside man.
Did not see that coming.
I'm so shocked.
Yes!
Again, if she's Marv's mum, shouldn't he already know the layout of the house?
So Kevin pulls out a phone and decides to call, get ready, Buzz, his sibling, who always humiliates him every chance possible. Great thinking, kid.
And Prescott encourages this, and then the phone dies. Why would you not call the fucking police?
No, Michael, please, please, no, just one last phone call. Hello? Justin, you've gotta help me. Serial killer Michael Myers is about to fucking kill me. Well, quite frankly, I am shocked. I did not expect that to fail. You might as well just kill me now.
Why in heaven's name did you think I was the inside man?
Because you were a massive cunt for the whole film.
I doubt everyone think I can't.
That's a question that's always intrigued me.
Can't you see the pattern? Every time we leave the house, he pulls something. He's just trying to get your attention and sabotage me.
Oh, is that your phone?
No. Wait, that was actually in the movie? I mean, what the fuck? It just comes out of nowhere. It's like someone's ringtone went off on set.
So, after being locked in the basement for 75 years...
By a ginger bitch.
Prescott, the butler, remembers the dumbwaiter and is suddenly a really nice guy. It's not even like they bonded or created character development. He's just suddenly a really lovable fella. A really pleasant guy you'd like to go down to the bloody pub with.
Play Scrabble.
Yes, you sure showed them, Kevin. But those were your only traps, so now you're fucked.
Why do they have a lift? Like, it's not like she struggles to walk. This house is 1 floor. Actually, the movie has a lot of floors, but this house, 1 floor, for a fucking lift. Why is there a lift? By the way, why have they even left him alone on Christmas Day? There was no reason for him to even visit in the first place.
Maybe you have to be a parent.
That's not fair. You know how much I care about kids.
How much do you care about my kid?
About as much as I do. I left him on Christmas Day. And the 2 Christmases before. No one cares about him less than I do.
Mom! He's in the bedroom!
Mom?
Get him!
How does she know that? She's down in the lift. She can't see. Oh, yeah, he's down there to the left. How does she know that? She's down there pissing about.
Pissing around in a lift.
This should be called Home Alone, Marvin Family Pissing About.
So Kevin uses audio clips of Marv to insult Vera, which is kind of funny, I guess, mildly, before he controls a plane from a different room and somehow directs it into Marv's cock.
And his laugh is so annoying, and that's coming from me. I want to beat the shit out of this child.
Your laugh is annoying.
Open sesame.
Well, get a load of that. All right, come on out, kid. All right. Open bar.
How does Marv not know the command? Kevin just said it in front of him.
I know it's going faster.
Spin faster, sesame.
Kid, the wife's not feeling.
Faster, sesame. Maximum speed. Sesame.
I think I'm going to have a seizure. Why would a bookcase have a command, maximum speed sesame? Why? Why? Like, who would design that shit? Who would come up with that idea? Right, we've finished all the controls now. We've got open sesame, that's fine. Should we have anything to increase speed? No, because that's weird. Why would anyone ever do that? So we're not having it. We're having open sesame and maybe close. That's it. That's all the controls we need. But if we were pissing around with millions of dollars, maybe we put maximum speed sesame in there if we were fucking mental. Did they get the bookcase from the same place they got the fucking shower? Hell!
And why aren't the books flying off the shelves? So they fly off and it's edited like they just upped and died.
Yeah, you can survive a dozen bricks to the face, but this is too much.
Mr. Prescott!
At your service.
Boy, am I glad to see you.
Perhaps we should call the police.
Nah. Wait, how did he get out of the basement? Like, it's never explained. They said he couldn't fit in the goddamn dumbwaiter earlier. Oh, who cares?
Good idea, Mr. Prescott.
Just Prescott, do you?
Prescott.
And why does he say it in such a smug voice, as if he's got a plan or something? Prescott. As if he's about to achieve world peace or something. He's got this crazy, insane plan. Prescott.
So his brother and sister spot the villains and immediately know Kevin's telling the truth.
And they run after him. Not the adults. And they trip him up. And then they fly 2 million feet into the air.
And then they're mates with Kevin again.
And his parents immediately assume he was telling the truth before we hear this little bit of insight.
Oh, come on. No, prison's not so bad.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, on Thursdays you get Salisbury steak.
Yeah, I know about prison. That's why I met you.
How could she have met him in prison? This film couldn't get the laws of the universe correct. You don't get men and women in prisons. And if you do, it's 1 out of a fucking million.
So, because she's a nasty woman, I guess she deserves to lose her husband, butler, and maid all on Christmas Day and to be completely alone.
Natalie, I think I mistook infatuation and excitement for love. Look, this is your world, it's not mine.
Why the fuck did you get engaged to her then? He just used her for 8 months. What, you used her for her ass? I mean, what the fuck? He's used her, abused her for 8 months, completely destroyed her entire life in one day. Who's the asshole here? Natalie, I apologise.
And left her with nothing. Because his son decided the best way to save the house from burglars is flood it. And even the prince leaves her. Jesus Christ. Is this the true spirit of Christmas? Abandoning people and leaving them alone, miserable and depressed.
Merry Christmas.
But who cares? It's snowing. Look, it's snowing. It looks really fake, but it's still snowing. And that was Home Alone 4. What'd you think?
I came prepared. This is better. This is better. This is better. And this is better. And they're all fucking shit. It's a disgrace to this film. They might as well have got this DVD, opened it up, and stick their fucking dick in the hole. Yeah, and enjoyed it as well. Grinded it till it cut through their skin. So they could stain this DVD with the blood of their dick. That's my thoughts.
Okay, this film is a joke. It gets nothing right, the timeline is askew, the acting is horrendous, none of it is consistent with the original films, whatever order this one's trying to take place in anyway, the music is cringy, the direction is bollocks, it's not funny, it's an insult to your intelligence, and a disgrace to this entire franchise.
I mean, I'd understand if this was just insulting the Home Alone franchise. But it insults the Home Alone franchise and it insults our own world. It gives a big middle finger to our own rules of our own world. Men and women sharing prisons like there's no tomorrow.
Showers.
People getting showers from fucking the land of Squirtle, where Squirtle and fucking Blastoise land. And fucking all that shit. Fucking bookcase which you got from, I don't even know.
Jumanji.
Ted Bundy when he was experimenting with fucking furniture in a way to make sure his victims didn't escape. I mean, I don't know what was going on.
Super Spy Bucket Kid.
Time didn't fucking flow normally in this universe. Time flows normally in every other universe, but people don't age.
There's only one man who can explain this to us.
Who?
Rod Daniel.
You're right. We can't get hold of Michael Weinberg.
Let's find him. Come here, you cunt. Why was it filmed in Africa? Budget cuts.
Where's Michael Weinberg?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Why is Kevin younger?
Script rewrite.
Why'd you make Teen Wolf?
You know, there is a much worse sequel out there.
What, Beethoven Second? You made that as well?
No. Much.